Hi guys, welcome back to my channel At Home with Michelle. In today's video, I'm sharing one of my favorite Barefoot Contessa recipes. I'm a huge fan of hers, and this is a simple, elegant recipe. Lobster and shrimp are both readily available here in Antigua, so this is a dish that I like to make when I don't want to go out for dinner, but I want to feel like I have. All right, let's get started. Okay, this is tomato puree. It's not ketchup, it's not paste, it's tomato puree. We're gonna put in about 3 tablespoons. This is a Barefoot Contessa recipe, by the way, original. Okay, I'm just gonna stir that around so I get that off my spoon. I'll make sure we get all of it, you know what I'm saying? Alexa spinning the tunes in the background. I don't know, some nights, man, she's just on point. So tonight we got a little Billy Joel, The Stranger, Just the Way You Are. That's spinning in the background. Okay, if I had saffron, I'd put some saffron in, but I don't. So I'm going to use some good old-fashioned Caribbean saffron, which is turmeric. I'm just going to put a little dab of that in there. Okay, just give it a little bit of color. All right, just a dash. Just a dash will do. Stir that up with my spoon again. So my stovetop is not all that clean right now either. Just kind of jump in here, right? Right, so I'm just going to boil that down. You see it's got the turmeric gave it a nice little, kind of a yellowy color. Yeah, really nice, and tomato as well. So we got a soft boil going on there. Now, I got some shrimp. I don't know exactly how much shrimp I've got here, but I cut up this shrimp into like 3 pieces, and I'm just going to dump it in there. So each shrimp I cut. This is a great way to stretch your, you know, if you don't have a lot of something, cut them up into smaller pieces, and then you get, it just, I don't know, it's like it grows. It's when you've got more mouths to feed. So I think normally it's about 8 ounces of shrimp. That's probably 8 ounces of shrimp, I'm gonna guess, about half a pound. I just took whatever I had. Now, normally her original recipe calls for halibut as well, but I love shrimp and I love lobster, and sometimes when you bring the fish in, it just adds that meatiness that I prefer not to have in there. Like I just want to have the shrimpy, lobstery kind of thing. So I don't put the halibut in mine, but you can put the fish in yours. Maybe some snapper might be nice. Might break up a little bit, but anyway, I'm just going to cook that in this sauce, and then I'm actually going to take the shrimp out. Am I going to take the shrimp out? We're going to continue to cook the sauce for another 10 minutes on the stove, and just reduce that down a little bit so it's thick. Right, and then we're going to be pouring that over top of our seafood mix here, the lobster and shrimp, and along with our vegetables, and we're going to pop that in the oven. Right, this is seafood gratin. It's a shrimp and lobster gratin. We've reduced this a little bit. We have this on for about 10 minutes. And over here, I know this looks like a simple little bowl of butter, but what it is a tablespoon of flour and a tablespoon of butter all mashed together, and we're going to be putting that inside our mixture here. So I'm going to do this so that I can get what's on the spoon off the spoon. Alright, it's all off. Yeah, because it's all stuck in between there. And then I'm going to scrape the rest off in there. Okay, I went ahead and added a teaspoon of salt and about half a teaspoon of black pepper. I just eyeballed it really, just put it in there. And just a little plug with the salt. This is my sea salt that I use here. It's quite coarse. I don't know if we can get a good look at that, but it's very coarse. This is actually Barbuda sea salt. So I got a little Morton pestle here, and you know, when I want it finer, I just use that. If I'm boiling water, whatever, then I might use that. Okay, so we got about roughly 3 tablespoons of butter in here, and we're gonna melt that down, and we're gonna add the carrots and leeks. I'm probably not gonna put as many leeks in there because it seems like an awful lot. Well, maybe I will, I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna put this in here, I'm gonna saute it for about 5 minutes. So let's do that now. 3 tablespoons of butter, carrots and leeks. Right, so here are our leeks. They're in the butter. They're sauteing away. I gotta tell you, I normally substitute red peppers when I make this. So we're gonna turn the heat right down, cook these for another 10 minutes. Maybe not quite 10 minutes, they're quite quick already. We'll keep our eye on them, but we're gonna cook them until they're really, really soft. And then we are going to prep the gratin, which is the panko breadcrumbs, along with the little cheese and some garlic. So that's up next. Okay, so our seafood is mixed evenly between the 4 dishes. A little bit of lobster, a little bit of shrimp. Okay, so we've put the vegetables on top. So we've got the shrimp and lobster, and then we've got our sauteed not onions, carrots and leeks. And next we are going to pour over our sauce that has been cooked down and reduced drastically. Remember, this is our milk, heavy cream, and wine, and what else is in there? Seafood stock. Okay, so we've now added our cream. We've divided it evenly between the 4 dishes, and I am now going to sprinkle on the gratin. See you on the next scene. And here it is, bubbling hot, just out of the oven, looking yummy as ever. We had it in there for about 20 minutes. You have it in there for 20 minutes then? Yep. And I'm gonna let that cool down a little bit. Sydney doesn't like lobster, so I'll be eating one of these, and the other 3 will be leftovers. We'll be eating those tomorrow. Lunch, dinner.